What's up again, viewers, and welcome to the final round of my little comparison between The Dark Knight Rises and The Avengers, which I think I've started some months back, and I just kind of want to do a conclusion on it. Now that I've seen both films, I'd like to give my thoughts and feelings on both films. But before I do that, I would just like to thank everyone out there again for making Batman Month such a success. It's still getting a good number of views daily, and I'm very proud of that. But I think the best way, in order to do my thoughts on the Avengers, I think I have to give my scores of what I thought of each movie leading up to the Avengers. So just here's the whole score list of all the Marvel films for that particular storyline. Yeah, as you can tell, I really didn't like Iron Man 2 or Thor, but I don't think I'll get too into that. Okay, bottom line, personally, I don't think these movies should be compared because they're two different movies made by two different directors telling two different forms of storytelling designed to two different things. Comparing The Dark Knight Rises to The Avengers is like comparing James Cameron's Terminator 2 to Michael Bay's Transformers. One's supposed to actually take its time, be a smart movie, and have a message. One's just supposed to be just non-stop action, and to the point where you just turn your brain off and you just take what comes in. You don't really think about it. You just watch it. You don't care about the message. You don't care about anything except you just want to see an action flick, which is all right. On the Avengers side, I didn't particularly care much for it. I ended up seeing it twice. One a little bit earlier than most people, and then seeing it again with a crowd of people. And the first time I really wasn't paying all that much attention to it, so when I saw it the second time I tried my best to pay attention, and I found a lot of things I had wrong with it. The problem that I have with Avengers is that, for me personally, it didn't feel like a movie to me. It felt like it was trying to be a comic book first, a fan service second, and a somewhat movie third. I understand that most people want to see something that comes right off the pages, but the problem with that is that when you cross the threshold from going from a comic book to a movie, you have to make it feel like a movie, not a comic book. And I know that for most comic book fans, that's not a problem for you guys at all. That was a major problem for me at all, for me. Characters in this movie were constantly doing things and saying things that weren't making sense. I didn't like how all the action scenes were nothing but CG. I've always believed the concept that CG should enhance the scene. It shouldn't be the scene. And, I think 40% of this movie was nothing but CG. So, yeah. I didn't like the ending to Avengers. The alien invasion storyline was ridiculously stupid. Loki had to have been the worst villain I've seen in I don't know how many years of a comic book movie. There was just, like, if there's anything I could say Avengers did right, I actually can't think of anything. But I didn't hate this movie. I thought it was okay. This is not a movie I would ever want to see again. But if you guys enjoyed it, if you absolutely loved it, if you give it like a 9 out of 10, a 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, if you think it's the best movie of all time, that it made $207 million, has the opening weekend record, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I have no problem with anyone who thought that. I mean, the movie did exactly what it was supposed to do. Apparently it gave the majority of the comic book world fans what they wanted to see, and that's great. But personally, for me, I just didn't care. Sorry. As for The Dark Knight Rises, however, I absolutely enjoyed that movie 100%. I don't really have very flaw. There are little nitpicks that I could say that the movie had, but overall it was an absolutely phenomenal movie. I've already seen it 3 different times, and I'm probably gonna go see it a 4th time this weekend when I go see The Watch, or Neighborhood Watch, whatever it's called, and then maybe another again for a 5th time when I go on my trip in about a month. The thing I like the most about Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy is that each one has specific themes, and they're very smart movies, and they kind of show you exactly how these characters would deal with it realistically. And I've heard from many Batman fans that's kind of their problem with the Nolan trilogy, is that it's too realistic. But I didn't have a problem with that. If I wanted to see something like fantasy-wise, with all that magic and stuff, I would just go read the comic books or watch the older films, which I can do. But I wanted something different and something more realistic, and that's exactly what I got. So overall, in terms of comparisons, this comparison is completely pointless. It basically depends on the person. I don't necessarily, it's not my right to say one's better than the other overall, because Avengers gave me, it didn't give me what I wanted to see. Dark Knight Rises gave me more than I wanted to see. But I'm not going to say that either one's better than the other. It just depends on who you are. But me personally, I would just side with Dark Knight Rises. So that is the conclusion to my Dark Knight Avengers comparison. If you like this video, please like, comment down below, and subscribe up top to keep track of me. Remember to keep sending your questions in for the People's Questions every Friday. If you have a topic review you would like me, or something you would like me to review, or a subject you'd like to want me to talk about, please comment that down below also. And like always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.